I'm in a bit of an uncomfortable situation. So let me lay it out for you. So I've got a friend, he's turning 18, and there's a birthday party. I've been invited. Problem is, I didn't know it was even happening, or at least I didn't know that I was going to be able to attend it until, well, yesterday. And because I'm kind of cheap and I'm not really sure what to get him, and I don't even know if I've got enough money to compete with the amount of money everybody else is giving him and the cool stuff they've got. And so I told him, hey, I'm going to make him a game. He said he didn't want it, but I said he likes games, but I was like, okay, cool, I'll make it anyway, because what else am I going to give it to him? That party is tomorrow at 3 p.m, which means I now have exactly 24 hours from the point of recording this until then to actually get to the party, which means I'm going to need to have this finished beforehand. So I've got less than 24 hours to pretty much program this game. The multiplayer, I need to actually make sure the power-ups are working. I've mentioned networking, right? Oh, okay, of course I have, but networking is going to be take the most amount of time. I need to get a menu, I need to get it polished, all of that, 24 hours. So this is exactly going to be from nothing, but it's not really going to be much of a cakewalk either. Hopefully find some entertainment out of my torture, and I basically just forced myself into a game jam, but with even less time. Alright, so here's the script for the code so far. So right now what I'm working on is the canvas controller. What exactly is this canvas controller going to be responsible for? Well, it's basically going to be responsible for this corner of the screen up here, if you can see my mouse. What this little corner up in the top left corner of this game screen is going to do is it's just going to basically display where the power up is so that I actually know what I'm looking at. And so hopefully, yeah, that should work.
One eternity later.
Oh, this is going to get long. I'm just going to make something which appears to work, and hopefully it should work. I don't care if it's actually the most efficient way, as long as it's done, so... there we go, that should work, and that should be everything. Now I'm going to try it, and please work. Please work. Come on. I swear if you crash on me one more time, I'm going to be mad. Will you work now, or do I have to do this again? Because I swear if I have to do this again, I'm going to rage. Oh, the high and mighty Unity is literally foiled by none other but a literal cube. Now, honestly, I don't know. Do I need to waste more time trying to update this thing or what? Look, honestly, I officially am going to give up on these power-ups. I've wasted way too much time on these power-ups. I'm just going to turn everything off for now and worry about it all later. So what's the next thing I said I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to make a game menu, so I'll just work on that. That's pretty easy. Oh. Where's this thing gonna be? Looking at panels so hard. My mind, I haven't even figured out what this game is called. I don't care. I'll change the name much later. Okay, also. Ooh, I can make it full. Oh, I like this more about the new Unity thingy. Oh, that looks so much better. Oh, this is so much better than the other one. Ooh. I actually forgot what buttons work. Hold on, let me just go figure out these buttons again. Yikes. Oh, I'm dragging the wrong thing. Sheesh, I am thick.
You stupid!
Finally! Oh my days. Wow. Alright, cool. So now blah 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 blah, and I need to now do some research into how multiplayer works before I do anything else. Before I do the labs, blah 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 blah. This is just the brunt of it, because if I can't get multiple people playing on this, then this game is ultimately pointless. Because like, what? I'm not gonna make AI in like a day. You mad?
And to add these, just click the plus, add from GitL. First one will be netcode for game objects. The next one is the...
Actually, I should stop taking this. Actually, do stuff. Alright, we back. We got multiplayer. We got the start of it working here. We got the blah 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 network, blah blah blah. Computer science A level coming in clutch as well as this YouTube video, which you're not going to be able to see in the corner. It doesn't matter. Point is, I think we might actually be able to hammer down multiplayer in maybe an hour using this 24-minute video. If you're looking for that video, I might actually want to link it down in the description. And so, yeah. If it's any good, I should have this, or if I'm any good as well, then I should have this done in an hour. See ya. This is literally me after 3 hours of multiplayer and I'm not even done. I don't know why not. I said I was gonna get this stuff done in 1 hour. I'm mad because look at the time. Is literally 6:25. I started this at like 3 something. I've had to turn on the lights because it's starting to get dark outside. Ay. I did not think this through, and oh boy. Look at this behemoth of a program which I've scratched up ever since you guys were here. So, player network, you're seeing all that? Yeah, that's the start of it. I need to figure out how to now get power-ups. So whenever you trigger a power-up, I need to now figure out how whenever you send it, it's got to go to the server, which will do the collisions, the power-up movements, all of that, the hits. It'll do that for you so that you can't just cheat. And so yeah, it's gonna take like 2 hours. I don't even know if I can do this. I'll try, because, well, why not? But, I mean, looking at that, I try to figure out how I'm going to split this code into the chunks I want it to be in. It's doable, but, like, if things don't work first time around, it's going to be a pain. We'll see. I'll give you an update in like a couple other hours. I'm not gonna lie, multiplayer unironically makes my head hurt, so I'll take a break and eat this for a bit, and I'll be back in a while and see what I can do. I mean, I guess the only things I really need to figure out, I think, well, before I start testing, and so I can actually start testing, is whatever this is, which is just basically making sure that, now that I think players are sorted, because I've kind of followed this guy's tutorial step by step, now I just need to do the same for the power-ups, so that the power-ups actually go where they're going to. That registers on the server and every other devices where those things are going, so that I can start working the oh no, power-up coming to you thingy. So yeah, before I give myself an aneurysm, I'm gonna take a break and eat. See ya. I am done eating and we back in the grind. Alright, so where as I last? It's essentially what I'm trying to do is basically take this code and basically put it on the server so the server can handle it for me, and that there's little to no lag between everything happening and that, just making sure everything, and that means everything, power-ups and everything syncs. Thankfully, this stuff is kind of extra. So I think I should probably rather focus more so on just making sure each player can get onto the server, join, clients and everything, make sure that works, and I should be ready to go. So I'll need to remember to do stuff about the menu, but once I do, things should be looking pretty good. So I'll update you again, and yeah, I want to hopefully get this finished by today, because I do not expect that I'd have much time in the morning tomorrow to get this done, but I'll try. Coding montage. Alright, cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should be hopefully the multiplayer aspect of each of the power working, but I'll need to double check that later on. Current time, we've got about 4 hours till the end of the day, and that leaves us with about 19 hours until we're there. So yeah, remember this. Whoever said that they've completed multiplayer implementation within an hour is a liar. A liar. Proper multiplayer implementation does not work as easily as you'd expect, even with a tutorial. Yeah, well, I want to hopefully get it done. If not, I've still got something I can ship out anyway. Be nice to have multiplayer though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, honestly at this point I've given up a little bit on trying to make a menu separate from this. What I'll actually think of trying to do instead is rather just set up everything in this one level. If I can make more maps later on I will, but for now I've kind of given up on overcomplicating things. So yeah, this whole entire thing is crashing and burning, I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna do a little bit more stuff behind the scenes, hopefully see if we make progress, otherwise I might have to give up for now. That's gonna suck, but yeah. Alright, so now I'm in a very, very, very odd particular situation, so hold on. I might have to actually whip out a display capture so I can show this to you properly. Sure. Alright, point is, alright, cool. So we see this, right? We're just going to upload a nice little physics game, blah blah blah. We got host. Ignore the camera thing at the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. You see this one moves. Of course, it's going to change colors because it's on trigger enter. That's just how the guy's code was when I was looking at it. That makes sense to me. Fine. Movement. It's working because we're the server. How can it not work? Now, problem is when we start using this clone. So this clone's specifically designed for multiplayer. I'm noticing one thing is immediately, there's no network manager. I don't think that on its own should be a problem. Now, the moment I press client, the car spawns, right? But here's the problem with this car. It's, for whatever reason, is missing a physics car controller. Now, if I go into the code for physics car controller, fine, I'm not moving it. Physics car controller, blah 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 blah. If not, oh, that might be why. Cool. Host again. That's cool. That's fine. All right, let's try it. So we're here. We're moving. Blah 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 blah. That's fine. Now let's try client. Okay, I don't see it. But does it have the problem? Has to be somewhere else within this code. I'll find out where that problem is. But for the meantime, yeah, cool. I think I may have figured out what the problem is. It's got to do with the update loop. So whatever that update loop is, it's not allowing me to do anything else rather than consume. So I need to make sure that I can get that sorted. If I get that sorted, I might actually be able to get stuff happen. Then maybe after that, I can mirror whatever's happening on the server onto the thing, or I'd rather the other way around, but frankly, if it works, it works, so at least I now know what to look for. And so with that, I will see you in a bit, and I'll get to work. Hey, again. I'm back. It is literally 10 p.m. where I'm at right now, and I am starting to make progress. I unknowingly realized that the reason why one of the reasons why I had a problem is that these were all just reading ref-x, which would mean that there would be no updates. So now, what I am currently at in this program is, let's say if I... Oh, come on. Okay, fine. My thing keeps switching, but essentially, it works. So if I switch from car to car, let me figure out. Yes, sir. You'll see in the corner, this car works. It's a sick drift. Now, if I go onto the other one, which you do not see, hopefully you see that it's moving. So as I'm just going to stop moving that, I'll check this footage later on, but hopefully I'm just going to turn it around all the way, and hopefully when I turn around, I expect to... It's working. We are actually making progress. Oh my. Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this, bro. I've been at this for hours just to find out it was that small little stupid error. Welcome to programming the amigos. It is how it is, but we could actually start making progress, and I can probably tell this guy that I can, in fact, get multiplayer going. That is lovely. I've been waiting hours for this. This is good. Okay, so now before I get a little bit too excited and everything, I need to actually figure out how I'm going to track who's first, who's second, who's third, who's fourth. I can technically make this game go up to 6. That'll be cool. I'll try it. And yeah, so that might take maybe a couple more minutes of brainstorming, but now that I've actually um cracked my spelling error, the spelling error which cost me like 4 hours. 4 hours of this 24 I'm supposed to be taking to make this. I spent 4 hours on a stupid spelling mistake. Yeah. Either way, I need to actually get back to work, and I need to figure out how exactly I'm going to start going through this. So, what I'm going to try and do is just look over through some of the old code. So, some of this game I used a pre-existing Unity engine. So yeah, well, not engine, but library, arcade car physics, but then I made it my own. So the physics controls this one. This is pure physics based off this document alone. If you want to recreate this stuff, I'll put this on GitHub. But if you want to do it yourself and add some stuff yourself, you could also use that. But yeah, so I'm going to need to take a couple of minutes to figure out how exactly they've saved the ghost data, because how that ghost data will save might give me a hint on how to figure out where to begin on this. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I'll hope we've made some progress. Alright, I'm back. A little montage cut later, and I'm now back on to absolutely butchering the previous racetrack checkpoints manager. Blah 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 blah. Basically, they use this for a ghost. I'm hijacking this code and taking out what I need to, so that I could just simply track which checkpoint each player has made this past. So you'd actually have to go through each of the checkpoints in order to finish the race. You can't just cut around. Because the way, if I show you the way exactly which the, if I show you how the map is set up here, it's actually pretty easy to just cut across, and I didn't exactly want that. So I wanted to make people at least have to go through these checkpoints, and let's say you could theoretically go through here, perhaps go through there. I did try to go through there, but it honestly wouldn't save you much time. So it just, gets people to play the game. And so it give me a little bit of time, and yeah, I can do that. So this is finished. I can use that to store the time, blah blah blah. And I'll give you the final rundown of what I get in the end. Oh, no, even better, coding montage. Can I whip up their name? I figure. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something isn't right. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, I've got a brilliant idea. In hindsight, that was a horrible idea. I've not thought too much about this. I need to figure out who gets that first, I guess. So, would have to save the times of each checkpoint. Yeah, I'm actually gonna need a little bit of brainstorming on this. Actually, this really makes me think about how much work Mario Kart needs to put into the games. Like, honestly, it for real it is crazy how much time I've spent on this. Actually, no, I could do power-ups tomorrow. Yeah, power-ups tomorrow sounds good. System.string is not supported by network variable 1. Or I can figure out why that's not working. Either which, they're gonna need creative solutions. We'll see. I might actually want to call it quits soon before I give myself that brain headache. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I need to take a break soon. The fact I said brain headache is more than enough reason for me to need to go to sleep. But who says brain headache? No, where else am I gonna have a headache? Of course, it's gonna be in the brain. But yeah. At least as a final little shot before we go. And I'll show you what our system is currently looking like. So today we got this. Mini map is working for this one. Now if I could just figure out how to get each camera to work specifically for their respective clients, that'd be amazing. That's information they do not need to send, and so if I need to figure out why that stuff is being sent, make it stop. Once I do that, boom. It's just smooth sailing from here. But yeah, this game should be pretty fun, and by the time I'm ready to give it to them tomorrow to try out, we should have a blast. And I might actually want to use this break I'm going to give myself to actually jot down a little bit more data of what I actually want to go through tomorrow. So, let's shift over to me as I think about that right now. So far, we've successfully managed to implement multiplayer. Oh, bro, that's talking almost an entire day. Sheesh. I can't be doing that again now. Honestly. Yeah. So yeah, that sounds like a reasonable amount of goals to set for myself. And so with that, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright. Day started, it's early in the morning, it's 7, and that means I've got now about 8 hours to get stuff going. So like first hour since I woke up, I actually got a couple of things down which I wanted to start working on, so kind of added some extra stuff to this. I just want to work on like the UI so that I could actually see where the race starts. I can use the game manager to kind of stop people from trying to get ahead, just stop everyone in like racetrack. So you know, like in the racetrack, you got like these 8 kind of like brackets where each of the cars start, or they just like put people in there order in order. And yeah, I just want to get everything on this list crossed out by today, and we'll see how realistic that is. But of course, none of that's gonna happen until I'm ready. So give me a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna brush my teeth, and we'll get straight into it. Alright, cool. Now with that, let's boot up the old beauty and let's get straight into it. Hey. Come on. Da, da, da. Alright, so cool. I'm just gonna start the day, and right now I think I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to do, and one of those ideas will involve just figuring out how exactly I want to get the placements going. So here we go. I just want to essentially on this game manager, we've got a list of the last checkpoint. No, that's yeah, okay, yeah, we got a list of last checkpoints. So what I want to do is on here, once they collide, I can just fetch which object the car is. So once I get to the next checkpoint, what I want to do is find the distance to the next checkpoint. Why do I want to find the distance to the next checkpoint? Well, what I also want to do is I want to find out which checkpoint that is. Then what I want to do is I want to first rank player positions. I want to do that in terms of the last checkpoints they've passed. And then for those who have last reached the same checkpoint, so let's say we got two people, they both just passed the first checkpoint, and I want to see which one's closest to the second one, then I'm just going to rank those in terms of whichever has the shortest distance to the next checkpoint. And so, if I want to be constantly doing this, I am basically going to need to use a certain type of algorithm, which, thankfully for me, I've covered in A-level computer science. So yeah, that's going to be a really nice addition to this. For those of you who care, it's going to be bubble sort. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to be using a form of a bubble sort algorithm in order to do this. Let's start doing that. Let's start trying to put this code into words because I ain't got too much time and I got a lot of things I need to get done today. I'm just going to make a new thing called player ranking. So this player ranking is going to be what's actually going to do the stuff for me. Okay, so how's player ranking gonna work? I guess just constantly, I want to constantly be rearranging the player positions, this to reflect the placings of players. Will be doing so using a bubble sort algorithm. Alright, so let's see how much of a bubble sort algorithm I can do off the top of my head. So, great. Let's make a boolean. So let's make a bool. That's going to be swapped. We're going to say that's true. So let's say while swapped. Okay, so while swapped, we want to be taking the following. So for, let's make a for loop. So for int I is 0. So we're just going to loop through the entire players. No, not players count. No, what? No, it's the player rankings. No, positions. Count. Then I++. So essentially what we want to do is, hold on though, for int I, if we're swapping there, nope. -1 actually, so we don't want to actually go to the end. So now we want to check if the values next to each other. So if, let's say, okay, cool. So, oh, the timings here, now we time. So we want to check the times. Not times. If, what's it called? Last checkpoints. Okay. So if last checkpoints, I, so if last checkpoint I is going to be, if that is greater than whatever the last checkpoint of the thing afterwards, so I want to swap them. So then swap. Cool. Now, what I also want to do is I want to check if So this is an else. So in this else, so let's say if it's not, so let's make this all one thing. So else if now I want to check if last checkpoints I is equal to, well, the next last checkpoint. So the basically what this is have two cars just recently passed the same checkpoint. If so, then swap these two based on distance to next checkpoint. Cool. So now what I want to do is else if that's the case, then I want to check if the distance to next checkpoint I, if that's greater than basically it's the object next to it, then we swap. Now I need to figure out how do I want to swap. Oh, okay, yeah, I keep forgetting there's a temp variable. So I just want to make it temporary. So these are player positions. Okay. So I want to make a transform. Oopsie daisy, I didn't want to do that. So this transform temp will just essentially just store the, so now I want to make temp. Okay, cool. So whatever the temp is just essentially going to equal whatever the player positions is at I. Cool. And so what I want to do is I want to remove player positions dot remove whatever player positions dot I is. So let's see here, if I got a thing and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 3, right? I've stored that, that's now stored in temp. Now, if I remove that, now this is the object before. Relative to that, I want to insert in whatever I is plus 1. So in the next index, I want to insert temp. This should theoretically be the swap function which I need to just swap players. And so if I've got this right, then that should essentially be it. So now I've got that should swap. Well, I'll copy the whole thing. Boop, 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 boop. Now, am I forgetting something? So ball swapped. So whilst this is doing swapped is true, swapped is there. Hold on. I might need to, I've done most of it from memory. I've done the hard stuff. I just need to remember where the Boolean swap is. So actually, let me just flex on you real quick. Let me get my computer science textbook and I'll be back in like a couple of seconds actually. All right, got the book. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Number of items. Oh, I just need a for loop, so I don't even need swapped. Okay, so if that's that, if it's greater, if it's equal to, then I think that should be it. Otherwise, the players are in the right order. Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually think I need to do anything more. I think this, for the most part, already works on its own, which is amazing. And this will be running each and every frame theoretically. So that should be working. So yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Player ranking. Oh yeah. Um, what's the next thing I said I wanted to sort out? Okay, displaying the table. Yeah, sure. I could do it pretty easy. Hold on. I want to make laps. I want to figure out how to do laps. So number of laps. Alright, cool. That's easy. So if it's a loop, nuts. So no. Shut up. What was the error? Oh, it's saying there's an error. Oh, great. More debugging. Woo! This is gonna be so much fun. What I'm going to do about the camera is I'm going to do something pretty lit. Well, you know how in Mario Kart, as I said, like whenever you add players, it does split screen. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna see how realistic that is, and if I can get something like that going, that'll be amazing. So I just want everyone to at least see where they are, so that if we're gonna muck about and it's not fully finished, I can just be like, it's a work in progress, but you can kind of play, you know. And that leaves me at this point. I've realized from past experience, if I want to get stuff functional, I'm gonna need to take a break and eat. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'll be back in like, I don't know, like half an hour max. Alright, slight change of plans. Turns out I think I'm gonna actually go see if I can buy something using my mum's money. Reason for this change is essentially she doesn't want to see me go to the place without something in my hand, so let me just whip out shoes real quick and I'll be off and on my way. Honestly, I think this run's gonna be pretty good for me. It's gonna make it a lot easier to figure out what I want to do. I'm gonna make the render textures work, and we get that done. We're golden. But till then, off we go. Alright, see you when I get there. Alright, we're almost there. We're like 2 minutes away, and things looking good. Now I'm gonna need to actually figure out what this guy might want. Go for that, but I honestly don't know. I think it's kind of my fault for not knowing the guy better. We'll see. Either way, it's a good excuse for me to get outside and walk. Plus, I needed it. Plus, look at the view. Got a card, change of plans. I'm gonna need to go join my dad to get a gift there, which means more wasted time, but we'll see what we can do. That's...
One eternity later.
I am back and I got this letter, so now I can sort that out. So even in case this game doesn't work, I've still got a backup, but I'm still going to work in the game anyway. And plus, I bought this gift anyway. So why not? He gets 2 gifts for the price of 1. He's going to be a very happy individual, eh? Okay, so now we've got just a little bit over 2 hours left to finish this project, and now with a little bit of this break, I think I'm gonna start trying to figure out how I want to get this sorted. So right now what's currently happening is it's all using the same render texture. I want to find a way to make it local. So yeah, more debugging. Yay. Woo! After wasting I think like another hour or something, I don't remember. Finally got cameras to work properly, so now yeah, now I just need to make the exact same for the mini player, and then what that means is if for whatever reason you just want to see yourself in the map, I can implement that. That should look nice, but That works. Now I need to just get back to the game manager, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just get back to the game manager and sorting that stuff out, because now that I got a little bit of spare time, I can maybe at least try to get the race thing part of the game working. That'd be lovely. But yeah. So just to start off with, hold on. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna stop wasting your time. I'm gonna turn off camera and figure this out. Or maybe I just need to shower and then come back. Actually, nah. You know it's probably better. I'm gonna take a shower, get ready to go out because I got just around about an hour left to get this sorted. It's gonna work. Oh, cool. Back from our food break, and on this food break, I'll shift over to this side. I've now got a little bit of a better idea of what I want to do, so now I'm just gonna start working on debugging the errors. Basically, what it was turns out I had to make a nest. I had to make two classes, a nest one and another, in order to get the nested list of floats, which I was trying to do before. So now I'm gonna start working on that, start reducing the errors, and hopefully try and get this whole thing done, because this is gonna have to be the last thing I do before I ship this off. Alright, so we'll see how it does. Drip change, just cause well, my mom was like, "Oh no, your outfit's from yesterday." So yeah, that's why I'm in this, and let me look at that. Blah 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 blah. Lab intervals does not contain the definition for add. So far, a lot less errors, so just one more to fix, and hopefully I can get it done in 5 minutes, because I have 5 minutes to get this all sorted. Yeah, not the best. Success, hold on. Success, we've got rid of the errors. Success, we got rid of the errors. Now what I need to do is I need to just get this built immediately. Build settings, I don't care. Build. Just build it. Build. Hold on, let me get USB so I can download it straight on this USB. So I can head out. Nuts. Hold on, let me do this now. F. Build. We just gotta build it. If there's errors, I don't care. We talk about those errors later, and I will update you once we've got everything on this sorted. Oh great, not my camera. Let me just meanwhile take a zip of the folder, and once we got a zip, I can transport that zip onto my USB, and then we can get that sorted too. Alright. See you when that's done, and hopefully this should be fun.
Thumbs up. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. We're gonna commit acts of terrorism.
Is it a video?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I'm thinking for Jibril. Say something. Say something.
Don't say anything racist. It's a video.
That's half of what he says. Let's be real.
Why are you just recording?
It's a moment.
It's a vlog.
Vlogging.
This guy's never touched a gun before.
What? A gun?
Gun.
Gun, yeah, that's true.
This guy is going to break his wrists. This guy's a gun nerd.
I like guns.
Emery will take a gun and like go like
Trust you, Romana.
Broken shooter Glock. Broken to shoot a Glock. Broken to shoot a Glock. Never shot Glock today.
I'm making sure you should personal hotspot.
Ahmed, can I use your personal hotspot?
You have infinite.
Ahmed, can I use your personal? Ahmed, can I use your personal hotspot?
Ahmed, I love you.
I have 12 in my
Ahmed, I hate you.
We then had a great selection of exquisite films to enjoy, and then feasted on some boutique, which honestly is the best restaurant ever. Alright, so after that little brainstorming session, I think I've got a sheet with most of the bugs which I've noticed in a little bit of stare down at the thing. So these are a couple of the bugs I want to fix, and then once I got all those bugs sorted, I can then just go on to some of these features which I might want to start implementing. And yeah, once I've got that done, I should be well on my way to getting a really good game going on. And so with that, peace. Once again, apologize for clickbaiting you, and I'll continue this in other devlogs where I'll actually, probably tackle each of these issues one at a time where there's less of a struggle. So, yeah, when I said I hope to get this thing done in 2 weeks, nah, screw it. I'm not adding extra pressure on myself. Especially since how Unity stopped working on my laptop all of a sudden. So, I'm not expecting that to work anytime soon. So, yeah, peace.